that time beyond the reach of Winchester. You see, the 1873 used a simple toggle lock, acting like a knee joint to seal the action. Holding up the lever kept the knee from bending, locking it into a straight, rigid bar. This same locking action can be seen in our Luger episode and will be seen again in the Maxim machine guns. For now, however, it wasn't feasible to increase the heft and length of the action to fit the long, high-powered 4570 cartridge. As a stopgap, Winchester would release its Model 1876, which was frankly a beast of an overbuilt rifle. It was centered on the 4575 cartridge, which beat the pants off of 4440, but still wasn't quite government 4570. So at that point, Winchester had played their hand as far as they could using their existing technology. The toggle lock's unique setup meant that if you wanted to get a longer cartridge, you had to have a longer, heavier receiver, and that rifle was already tipping the scales in terms of what somebody's willing to shoulder and haul around on the daily. So instead, the next step in the evolution of the lever gun would come from another company, Marlin. This is the Marlin 1881, which could handle 4570 thanks to its improved lock, and a layout that cammed the bolt further back on the same stroke of the hand. This meant someone else owned a slice of the market Winchester could not even touch. Something had to be done. And so, in steps our homeschooled homeboy, John Moses Browning. We've covered him in more detail back in our FN 1900 episode, and we'll see more of him again and again in the series. For now, however, he had just sold Winchester a single-shot dropping block rifle. While settling on the production details of the Winchester Model 1885, Browning would share his design for a new lever action, one that provided much more locking strength through a novel system based on this single-shot rifle. In Browning's action, opening the lever drops a pair of locking blocks that fit in mortises milled in the bolt. As these clear the bolt, the lever drives it rearward. Pulling the lever back up closes the bolt and raises the locks. This is an extremely strong animation. Alright, we're going to load up our tube bag. Takes a while. And now let's watch the lever, because it does a lot in this gun. Most notably, it controls the bolt, moving it forward and back directly. It also raises and lowers the two locking plates on either side of the action, making this a strong, tightly locked system. Turning our attention to the carrier, we'll see the lever tips it up when opening and down when closing. If you watch the cartridge stop now, you will see that as the bolt closes, it depresses it, freeing the next round. The only manual safety on this rifle is a half-cocked position for the hammer. But there are two automatic safety features housed inside the bolt. The otherwise floated firing pin is retracted by the lever on opening, preventing it from sticking forward and causing accidental discharge on chambering the next round. Browning also included an out-of-battery safety, which prevents the firing pin from reaching the primer until the action is fully closed. I think you guys can work out the rest of the details on your own, so we'll just let this thing wind down on its own. And hand this rifle over to